What's up, YouTube? For today's video, we have a Zarude sweep. Zarude is the brand new Pokemon, and I thought I'd give it a try today. Now, Zarude obviously is fairly difficult to obtain at the moment. If you're curious how I went about obtaining it and just information in general, I did a video how to obtain it. That's in the link in the description of the video if you want to check that out after the video. Okay, today we're doing a undercover Pimpnite, and I shall be going under the alias as Zarude Sandstorm. Now, what happens in these videos, if you are new to them, pretty much what I do is I go into a Discord server or a chat, and I pretend I don't know much about Pokemon or anything at all, right? I act like a noob, basically. So sometimes I verse some really cool people, some nice people that help me, but sometimes I verse some people who are super overconfident and try and take advantage of me, right? So we got to give them some salt back, and we're going to try and get some salty reactions out of them, and that's what these videos are all about, having a bit of fun and a few laughs. So today's battle was very, very funny. If you guys want to see more of these videos, if you're hyped for these to be back, the best way to let me know is dropping a like on the video and sharing this video around. Let's get into it. So today we're versed by Ash Ketchup, and we got a Terrakion lead here. Basically, the best way for me to get a battle quickly with a Zarude today was like, okay, does anyone want a Zarude code? That man, the people were flooding in, right? So pretty much I had a conversation with this individual here, and you know, he was saying I wasn't allowed to scam if I did if I did say I was giving the code away. And of course, any battles that I did today, I was just giving codes away if I lost. So that's, you know, that's cool. That didn't bother me at all because I had a couple of spares, right? So at the start there, they were making fun of my team just a little bit there. I mean, I've got a blip bug and a rog and roller, but you know, that's how it goes, right? So pretty much I wanted to set the web up on the field. It wasn't super important with Zarude because it's quite a fast Pokemon and it does get access to flying type moves too, but you know, that's what I did. So I trolled them a little bit with my rog and roll there. As you can see, some of the stuff going there. I ran a quick claw rog and roller, which activated a couple of times. Now, rog and roller was meant to last about, I don't know, 1 second, but it actually had a fairly big impact on the start of the battle, and I feel like it was the cornerstone to start, like, I was sort of starting to mess with them, you know what I'm saying? It was Sand Attack, right? So they had an eject pack, right? They swapped it in and they ejected them out of the battle, which was very, very funny. I would laughed about that for a good minute. And then they're like, I planned, they're like, no, you didn't plan that. So anyway, I just kept spamming Sand Attack with this rock and roller, right? I didn't really want to swap out into my other Pokemon. I just wanted to see if I could get the reactions rising a little bit. So I went for another Sand Attack here. This was a sturdy rock and roller, right? And pretty much that's all it was, right? There wasn't much to it. Just had Sand Attack and set up Stealth Rock, right? That's pretty much it. Then I started to, you know, troll them with a little bit of Star Wars quotes with sand. I think that one might have flown over their head. I'm not sure, but if you guys in the comment section got that one, let me know. And then we had this Dragapult come in. So it doesn't have Clear Body. It's got Infiltrator or Cursed Body. So I was hoping it had Cursed Body because I thought I might be able to set up on the right with my Ninjash, right? Because Ninjash has a substitute. I don't want to pass any stats because Zarude's already good. And then they went for the Shadow Ball there and finally got around to my Sand Attacks. So I just kept spamming Sand Attack over and over again to try and get some reactions out of them. I found out of all the moves you use against people, right, if you really annoy like just an individual, right, it's usually an evasion move, whether it be minimize, Sand Attack, something along those lines. Like I just found it tends to get the best reactions out of people. So anyway, my Rog Controller is going to go down there, and then I sent in my Ninjas there. So I went for a substitute here. I was like, okay, well, I might be able to pass a substitute on there, and hoping they had, like, you know, I had like a Cursed Body, not Infiltrator. Then they went to the Draco Meta. I was like, okay, good, that's nice, and it had Infiltrator, which was a shame there. So I couldn't pass it on, but it's all good there. I said thanks, Cutie Pie, because they were trying to be smart there. They're like, you know, they're trying to take the high ground and say, you know, I'm going to win this battle and stuff. You know, that's fine. I didn't care about losing Ninjask at all, right? So, I guess they were a little bit angry for my Sand Attack antics, I think. So what I did, right, so I swapped in my Ninetales. I had the Drought ability and I had the Heat Rock, and I was like, okay, well, it already has like a negative and special attack. Even if they swap here, I can just go Memento on the next Pokemon, and then I can get the Sun up, right, which actually suit Zarude's ability. I'll explain more on the Zarude's ability at the end of the video. Enjoy the video, people. I really hope you get some laughs out of this one. Man, I like my ribs are actually still sore from this this battle. Okay, people, enjoy the undercover video. Alright people, I hope you enjoyed that one, and remember, Simon is immune to antivirus, right? Just don't ever use the antivirus again. Okay, let's have a look at this Zarude set. Actually, you know, let's explain the battle. So obviously I really got to them, right? I really broke them right at the end of the video, right? When I showed them what happens with Prankster, right? That's where they got confused big time with the Sableye, because they're wondering why it wouldn't affect me, right? And I said at the start, Leaf Guard, right? Just half-heartedly, because I was like, well, they're gonna know anyway. And they saw, I guess they sort of bought it throughout the video, and then the weather went down. They had the Zarude Sandstorm, that was amazing, by the way. And then yeah, I put the screenshot down, and the biggest baby bottle in the world. You know, I was gonna get hacked. They were gonna know my address. You know, all that sort of stuff. It was so funny. Half of the screen, like actually more than half of the screenshots, I could not include in this video. They were way too, like, they were really bad. Some of the stuff that was said there, but it was just not safe for YouTube, right? Anyway, so let's have a look at this set, right? Leaf Guard's a pretty boring ability, to say the least. That's why I tried my best to make use of it with Ninetale, so I could remain, like, status-free, under the sun at least. And I put Lumberry on there as well, in case, you know, the sun actually was gone away. So I Growth to boost my attack by 2 stages in the sun. I Grassy Glide for stab, also can give me priority as well when the terrain is up. I got Close Combat to boost my attack, and Darkest Lair out there for stab. You could run Acrobatics on there, that would work pretty well too. But yeah, pretty standard set, max attack and max speed, but it worked pretty nicely. Hope you people enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of these, drop a like on the video. I don't think there's much else to say here, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.